We've got a new secret layer coming to us courtesy of the PAX West panel reveal on Friday, covering all of Spider-Man. At the end of it, they dropped a new secret layer. Let's get into it. At PAX West, they let us know that there was going to be this Daily Bugle secret layer coming in a whole super drop, and it's going to be a Marvel Spider-Man super drop. So we're going to be getting a lot more Spider-Man, probably 3. That's typically how they like to do it. We're going to get 3, I would say, layers dedicated to Spider-Man, and then maybe some other layers that are dedicated to some in-IP stuff, or maybe it's all going to be Marvel. Who knows? But today we're talking about the Daily Bugle one. This one's all kind of newspaper themed around the Daily Bugle. All the art looks like the front cover of the newspaper, and let's see what cards they chose. First up is Blasphemous Act. This is $1.40 in the non-foil, $3.50 in the foil. Seen 34 reprints of this card, 2 of those being secret layers. Last saw this just 2 months ago, and it's ranked 24 on EDH Rec. Super played card. Obviously, having something very playable is really nice to see, even though it's not worth a lot of money. Up after that is Fact or Fiction, a great card advantage spell. This is not worth anything though. It's 20 cents, if that, in the foil and the non-foil. Seen 30 reprints, one of those being a secret layer, ranked 514 on EDH Rec, and we haven't seen this in almost 2 years. I'll cover it more when I go over the art, but I do take small issue with the fact that the blue card is in this frame, and the frame doesn't have like any blue in it whatsoever, and yeah, that kind of annoys me a little bit. Next up is Scheming Symmetry, $8 in the foil, $6 in the non-foil. It's seen 4 reprints, 2 of those actually being secret layers. A lot of cards that have already appeared in secret layer before. In fact, every single one of the cards in this layer has been a secret layer card already. But it's still a pretty good card, especially if you're doing two-headed giant stuff. We haven't seen it in just over a year, and it's ranked 1833 on EDH Rec. Frantic Search is up next, and again, another bulk card, 30-40 cents in the foil, in the non-foil. Seen 13 reprints, one of those being a secret layer. We just got it 2 months ago, and it's ranked 123 on EDH Rec. Final card in the layer is Impact Tremors. It's $1.50 in the foil and the non-foil. Seen 5 reprints before this one of those being a secret layer. Saw it just half a year ago. So looking at the singles price, it's pretty abysmal. We've got $9.20 for the non-foil, $13.70 for the foil. If they do the standard pricing of $29.99 and $39.99, you're losing a lot of value here in terms of the secondary market, which, you know, you never like to see. I mean, Scheming Symmetry is the best card in here, and it's still nowhere close to being what the layer is worth. A Trouble in Pairs here would have been a great reprint, bring that price down, give us a little more value for our money. I think it'd match a little more thematically with the art aesthetic that they chose, but let's talk about that. So looking at the ratings, we've got a 1 for the financial for both the foil and the non-foil. Yeah, it's not worth it financially. If you just want these cards, just go buy these cards. There's no point in picking up this layer if all you need is like the specific cards. You're not looking for the art or anything. Art, I'm going to give a 4. I love when they do different and cool frames. This one's still super legible. I like that the art aesthetic is seen throughout the entire layer, so everything is thematic. I would have given this a 5, but I'm taking off a point because I don't like that the blue cards are in here because the frame is so heavy in its whites and red and black. Those colors make a lot of sense, and there are plenty of cards you could have chosen that are in those colors that would have more fit this art aesthetic, and I would have liked that a lot more. I like it when you can play a whole layer in a deck too. This one is just kind of a hodgepodge of what they thought were cool newspaper headlines. Playability though, that gets a 5. All of these cards see tons and tons of play. All these cards are super playable. We've got 3 of them in the top 200 most played cards on EDH Rec, so it's a super playable layer. If you're really stoked about Spider-Man and you're building Spider-Man decks, these cards will be a great addition to that. I think they look super awesome. They just don't have that financial heft that you would maybe hope for in a secret layer. So looking at the overall score, it gets a 3.8. There is the X factor of it being outside IP, raising it half a point. It's a solid layer. I would only pick this layer up if you were really into Spider-Man and you're really excited to build Spider-Man decks. If you're just looking for secret layer versions of these cards, I think there are different ones out there that you could get that are inexpensive still, that aren't necessarily Spider-Man themed, or if you just want to get these cards, there are plenty of cool arts for these cards that are not this layer. And if you're not building a Spider-Man deck, or I don't know, you're really into newspapers, I think that's an easy skip. But if you are into Spider-Man, I think you'll really enjoy this layer. I think the look is great. I think they'll look really fun on the table too. So yeah, overall, I'd say snag this if you like Spider-Man, and it's an easy pass if you don't. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you want to stay up to date with all the new secret layers that are going to be coming out for this Marvel Spider-Man Superdrop, hit the subscribe button. I'll be covering them as soon as they come out and as quick as I can to give you guys the information to make good decisions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.